Excellence in transportation. Every trip, every mode, every dollar, every one.
In the state of Delaware, we identify a bridge as anything that has a hydraulic opening larger than 20 square feet. So like anything bigger than maybe a 5x4 box culvert or greater than a 5-foot diameter pipe. It's very important that we take care of bridges and that we really strive to carry out our mission, which is excellence in transportation. We carry out that same mission within our bridge structures. Every bridge is a connection across some obstacle, another roadway, a waterway, where communities or travelers can get to the other side. A lot of times that's access to jobs, it's access to healthcare, education, those sorts of things. So in the rural parts, it's really about connections to avoid lengthy detours.
So in Delaware, we're a little unique compared to most states. Delaware owns 97% of its bridges, whereas in a lot of other states, they have county-owned bridges, city-owned bridges, townships, and then some private entities as well.
DelDOT maintains almost 1,800 bridges in the state. So that includes the state length bridges, which are below 20 feet in span length, as well as the federal length bridges, which are greater than 20 feet. And roughly the mix is about 50-50.
Every bridge is designed specifically for its location and its purpose, right? There's no one size fits all for bridges, which makes it really unique. But when we're designing bridges, one of the first things that we start to look at is the size of the bridge. So how wide does the bridge need to be? How many travel lanes? Does it need to include sidewalk or bike lanes? How's the bridge going to be used? And then ultimately how long that bridge is going to be. We have a lot of things to consider and continue to reevaluate while we're in that design process. Things like future maintenance, future widening, inspectability, and all in the while trying to consider about a 75-year design life. That's our goal. And what that means is that bridge will be in service for 75 years with normal preventative routine type maintenance, but not major rehabilitation.
So we identify which bridges need to be inspected through our bridge database software. Basically, we run a report and it tells us which bridges are due for inspection next year. We'll run that and then assign them to our different in-house inspection teams and consultant inspection teams accordingly. As far as knowing which bridges need to be repaired or need work, that comes with our prioritization process. So what DelDOT developed is what we call our bridge deficiency formula process. It's basically a system that assigns different points for bridges based on condition, functionality, and risk factors. Bridges with a lot of points are higher on the list, meaning they're more critical, needing work. So performance measures are kind of like a report card, if you will, for our bridge inventory. It tells the condition of our bridges as part of our state of good repair. DelDOT's current bridge performance goals are we like to have at least 75% of our bridges in good condition, and then we'd like to have no more than 3% of our bridges in poor condition. The past 10 years for our performance condition, for our poor condition, we were at almost 8% poor, which is not ideal, and we were less than that 75% good. Basically, we kind of re-strategized and looked how we do some things, including more frequent meetings amongst the bridge section to identify inspection findings and try to start working on projects sooner, if you will. Also just working with the districts better on replacing some of the smaller bridges and then doing some more preventive maintenance on our bridges to help prolong the condition of those bridges. And in doing those different strategies, we're able to get us down to 1.5% poor and over 75% good. To be able to perform bridge inspections, you have to be a certified bridge inspector. In general, the inspectors are looking for any signs of movement of the bridge, settlement, excessive deflection, lateral movement, confirming that the bridge is safe, that there's no immediate concern for the bridge. Basically, inspecting the bridge and documenting the condition of the bridge.
The defects that the bridge inspectors find during their inspections matter because all the defects are stored in our bridge database. Our database is used to model the deterioration of the bridges. So the more defects that are found with a bridge, this would reduce the condition rating, which would then move the bridge up on the prioritization process for work.
We work with bridge management who perform the inspections on the bridge structures. They create a list from highest priority of bridges that need repairs. We would then go out and make those repairs that are identified through the inspection. So some of the main items that we do to maintain our structures and extend their service life, we put out deck washing contracts to wash the chlorides, clean out the joints, basically protect the top side and keep it clean. We also do deck sealing, which is kind of like putting a coat of wax on your car. It protects the deck and helps prevent deterioration from chlorides and different contaminants. We also do joint replacements, and as part of that, the strip seals for the joints, they prevent water from leaking down down underneath to the substructure and protects the underside of the bridge. We also do pile jacketing, which protects the piles around the piers, as well as scour protection to keep the stream banks or the banks around the structure stable and protect them from undermining.
DelDOT's mission is excellence in transportation, and that includes every trip, every mode, every dollar, and every one. So we use that mission as sort of a filter for all the decisions we make in how we program bridges, how we scope bridge projects, decisions that we make, as we develop the bridges in the bridge projects.
We always want to make sure that we're providing the best, absolute best thing we can to the public, to those stakeholders that are affected by those structures. We're truly here to design and provide something for you and for everyone. So we want your input, we want to collaborate, we want to work with you to ultimately come up with the absolute best product that we can. We take a lot of pride in creating structures that are going to last a long time, that are going to be durable, and that truly serve the community as they're intended to.